Okay, I just put in the Kuryakyn riser kit on my 2013 F6B, and I just wanted to give you a quick overview. It took me a little longer than I thought, but let me show you. The first thing you do, obviously, is remove the where is it? Oh, I have it over here. Remove the dash, and naturally you just pull the dash up. It's held in by these clips, and then you pull this. I call it an anfinol, as you know from other videos. You pull this out, and then there's also two of the tweeter connections, which are here. These, pull that out, and you're left with this, like this. Now, what you do is there are four 8mm bolts. There's one here, one here, one here, and one here. And what I did was I bungeed this up. Let me bungee it. You're going to lose the picture for a second. What I did was I bungeed this up, and then you're left. And when you first take it off, you have the shroud here. You can't put it back on now after you put the riser in, but I'm just going to show you. And you'll have these two screws that you pull out, and then you'll be left with, the risers are already in, but you'll be left with four of these bolts. Now these are 14mm bolts, which you undo, and you put I put the larger risers in. There's two kinds. I put these in, and these will pull the bars back 1.25 inches. They'll be up 3/4 of an inch, and it'll be towards the center of the bike 1 inch. So, because I felt like my arms were just too outstretched on longer rides, it wasn't really. So naturally, you pull the two bolts on this side, the two bolts on that side. Also, you're going to have to undo these. These are tie downs for the clutch cable and the brake cable. And here's the rubber grommets that these go into, but you're going to have to pull these a little forward because you're pulling the bars back. So what I did was I secured it with friction tape here, because the rubber grommets now, instead of being here, are over here. So I used the tape to wrap around the hoses so there's no friction involved. You put the risers down first. The first risers, the large risers, there's 4 bolts. The first 2 go into the frame. The second 2 attach the handlebars to the riser. One here and one here. And don't forget to unloosen these, because this stay down. You won't be able to pull the bars back to put the spacers in, because they're set back from here to here. So you need that little bit of play. And you have it. Once you undo this, that'll give it a little bit of free rein there. And that'll be it. But again, these are 14mm bolts to take them off, and 8mm to pull the gauges off, the dash, in other words. But it went fairly easy. It wasn't bad. You know, you take your time on it. I'm going to go take it for a ride. I shouldn't have any problems. Everything seems to be working. So, and that's it. And these are, while I have it off, these are the J&M speakers that I had put in on a previous video. And great sounding speakers. Anyway, okay.